Hey guys, welcome to cjvlogs, and I have got my hands on the retail unit after its launch in India, and let me compare this with the iPhone 10, the greatest phone that Apple produces right now. As I've already said in my previous video that launched before anybody else in the world, that in great lighting conditions all of the cameras perform better, but it is in low light we see which camera truly performs better as compared to the other. None of the other reviewers, the MKBHD, Carl Conrad or Linus Tech Tips, have put out videos comparing both of these iPhone 10 and OnePlus 6 in extremely low lighting condition. That is because they already know that the camera of OnePlus 6 does not hold good to iPhone 10 in very low light. But I want you guys to know the truth. So that's why I've made this video comparison of iPhone 10 and OnePlus 6 in extremely low light conditions as well as conditions of street lighting. So without further ado, let's start the camera comparison.
What we do here is go back.
This is the scene that we used to shoot our low light test, where there's light falling on the bench and there are deep shadows also. So for the first image, the subject is placed where the light was falling on a bench. We clearly see that both of these images are comparable, but zooming in we can see that OnePlus 6 is way sharper than iPhone 10. Look at the flask of Rick, it has more details in the fingers. Moving on to the very low lighting conditions, though OnePlus 6 image seems to be very bright, but it has less details, which is clearly visible when you zoom in to the hand of Rick. It has more details in iPhone 10 image. iPhone 10 has the color accuracy on point. I think the dynamic range is better on OnePlus 6 overall. Moving on to the next image, clearly we see that iPhone has captured more details as compared to OnePlus right here. Look at the leaves right above and the wheel of the car. Clearly lots of details on iPhone. Whereas the noise suppression algorithm on OnePlus 6 is too much aggressive to the point where there are no more details left in the shadows. This is a very low light portrait to the point where DSLR could not even see the subject standing in the shadow. Both of these phones have done a great job, but it is still the iPhone 10 which has come out on top as winner. Read the text on the t-shirt of the model. It is 100% crisp. Even the facial features are well defined in the image taken by iPhone 10. Even when there is sufficient light, OnePlus struggles to get the details right. Look at the image shot by iPhone 10. The details in the background are better as compared to OnePlus. But OnePlus has exposed the shot correctly for the subject, determining that it is a backlit scene. So I'll give this a tie. Moving on, we have the 4K 60 FPS samples.
Right now, both of these cameras are using OIS.
Pause the video right now and you can see lots of details and dynamic range, which is better on iPhone 10 as compared to OnePlus 6.
Now I've zoomed in into 2x just to see how the details are in both of these phones. The details should be plenty good while zooming in. This is a good example how both of these cameras handle flare.
OnePlus 6 is also way up in saturation. I don't know why. OnePlus 6 is running the latest software patch. Even then, it's not looking good right now. The details are lost. The noise suppression is very aggressive and the color accuracy is completely wrong.
Hey guys, so this video sample is recorded on OnePlus 6 and iPhone 10 on 4K 30fps resolution.
We clearly see that OnePlus is not using the OIS in 30fps. It's relying on electronic image stabilization, which gives it a wobbly effect, clearly visible in this footage. Pause the video right here. You can see clearly a lot of details in the image of iPhone 10.
This should give you enough idea about the dynamic range and the low light performance, how these cameras handle flares, and the noise artifacts suppression, as well as the colors. Right now the OnePlus 6 is too colorful for my eyes. It's almost bleeding colors right now. The OnePlus focusing speed test, and right now it's performing not ideal, but it's not bad either.
Since both of these phones have bokeh mode, we compared that also. Here the OnePlus 6 clearly wins by having a very clean image and a good blur around the subject. In the front facing camera, it's 7 megapixel versus 16, so clearly OnePlus is the winner right here. There's a lot of detail in the image shot by OnePlus 6 and the iPhone does not look half as good. If we use the flash which both of these cameras offer, the results are still same. OnePlus offers a brighter image overall. So I'm right now shooting with the iPhone 10 and OnePlus 6 in my hand. I'm taking selfie video walking down the street. Let's see which camera performs better. There's also a car coming in back of me and a lot of flare sources. So we're gonna see how both of these cameras handle flare. And as of now, OnePlus 6 video better. Let's move into some low light environment and see how they handle the change in exposure. Now OnePlus has turned pinkish right now in the viewfinder, but the iPhone has completely deteriorated to the point where I don't like any of the footage from both of these phones. This video will also test the front camera stabilization of both of these phones. OnePlus has the electronic image stabilization in it, but the iPhone lacks any stabilization or whatsoever. Thank you for watching that video, guys. If you disliked the video, you know what to do. If you liked it, hit that like button. Peace.